from the Northwest Province. We go now not too far off in the Northwest, and that's where we'll find a DA leader, John Steenhuisen, wrapping up his Northern Cape campaign in Kimberley ahead of voting next week. Now, the party leader has visited the 2 districts in the province with most of the registered voters to try and persuade them to vote for the party. The DA is hoping to unseat the ANC in the province through a coalition if the ANC fails to clinch the 50.1% of the vote. Now, we'll find my colleague, SABC News reporter Ulrich Hendriks, is there for us. Ulrich, just take us through what has John Steenhuisen had to say to the community members in Kimberley, of course, saying there that he hopes that he will form a coalition with another party should the ANC fall short of getting the necessary votes that it needs.
Well, good afternoon. Well, they have this multi-party agreement. So once they get the ANC below 50% here in the Northern Cape, they're hoping to get those agreements in place to basically then rule this province. Let's talk to the person who would like to be the Premier of the Northern Cape, Dr. Isak Fritz. Dr. Fritz, let's talk about your expected results here in the Northern Cape. The ANC says they might get more than 60. You're hoping that they go below 50.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ulrich, and good afternoon to our listeners or our viewers. Yeah, each and every party got an expectation how they're going to grow or they're going to keep the Northern Cape into their hands. But what we experienced and what we saw on the ground, that's something different. The people are excited for change within the Northern Cape. I mean, where we travel throughout the Northern Cape, people are hungry for change within the Northern Cape, as they are within South Africa. So I think polls show that we are between 39 and 42%. So it can't give the ANC a 60-odd percentage. So I think each and every party is in a race, and we are in this race to win, right out. If there's coalitions, we've got a coalition group, that is Helen Ziller, she's the chairperson of that committee, and then we will have sit around the table and have discussions with what parties, and there's certain parties that from our federal side, they say that we're not going into coalition with that parties, but definitely the ANC will be below 40% within this province. They are going on previous 2019 elections or 2021 elections. This is 2024. You saw overseas how the people go in numbers out to go and vote. And that is going to happen within South Africa this time around, because we're going to vote like we vote in 1994 when we vote for change. Now we're going to vote to rescue South Africa and the Northern Cape out of the hands of this uncaring government. So that's a wish from the ANC side. We say we will achieve above 40%, and then we will see with who we will go into coalition.
A lot of bread and butter issues. We're talking about provincial and national elections. So whoever is elected into power in both sides will not have a real bearing on sewage, on housing delivery, on water and sanitation. Yeah. But a lot of the campaigning that we've seen has been about bread and butter issues, those municipal issues.
Yeah. See, the thing is, Ulrich, if a premier can come on television and say it's going to take 500 years to fix the Northern Cape or Solplaatjie, that's not a wish for the people of the Northern Cape. I think that our people in the Northern Cape deserve better than what they have for the past 30 years. And if we look in Kimberley, the sewage running into the streets, into the homes, you know about White City, where sewage run into the houses. So those people were they've vacated their houses. So we say we will bring change to the Northern Cape. We will fix this because we will put the people first. The thing is that most of our governments think it's about the politician. And it's not about the politician, it's about our people, because they voted you into position and they can vote you out. So this time around, the majority of the people said we're not going to vote for the ANC because of what is happening within the Northern Cape. Water problem is not just in Kimberley, it's all over in the Northern Cape. So we've got a track record, and that is the difference between the Democratic Alliance and other parties. Where we govern excellent, not good, we govern excellent. Not that we say that we are perfect, but if there's problems, we agree to that and we fix that. Other than within the Northern Cape, they don't accept that there's problems within the Northern Cape. As soon as you accept that there's problems, then you can work on that and fix that problems. So, I mean, we will definitely, we've got a 100-day view for the Northern Cape, and then we have our long period view for the Northern Cape, what we're going to achieve. If you look at our medical situation within the Northern Cape, that's actually a bankrupt department. I mean, our people are dying in hospitals. When you get to clinics, there's no medication. I mean, our elderly people that's on chronic medication, most of them, they don't get medication at the clinics. And that's a shame. We are sitting with a backlog of operations at KH of 8,100. We were at 3,000 last year. We are standing at 8,100 at this point. So that is unacceptable, and we will definitely look into those kind of things, see how best we can assist our people in the Northern Cape.
Thank you, Dr. Isak Fritz, of course, the man hoping to occupy the Premier seat come after the election next week. Of course, saying that a number of issues that they're hoping to fix should they be elected into power. They've got a core group of parties that they're working with. And so after the election, should they get the ANC below 50%, you're saying that they're thinking that they could possibly get them below 40. That will be the parties that they will be working with to form a government here in the Northern Cape.
All right, Ulrich, thank you so much for that. Of course, Ulrich Hendriks there in conversation with a DA official, as the DA party leader, John Steenhuisen, is in Kimberley on the campaign trail. Of course, that is in the Northern Cape.